I got something to show y'all. Your boy got a new computer, 15-inch, 13-inch. I'll go into details about why I got each one later, but for now, let's get into the video. Okay, first of all, on Instagram, there was the funniest comment I've ever seen in my entire life that Joe had me dying. I'm gonna put it up right here. For you guys who have me on Instagram, you know that this barber called Akira Mink challenged me to a Walmart barber challenge. I actually attempted it yesterday. Went to Walmart. All the clippers they only had 2 clippers. It was trash. I'll show you guys a little clip. Literally, they got like 2 clippers. And this joint don't even have an arm bar. Like, it's a detachable clipper with probably like 1 blade. Precision blade. Like, look what's even on this box right here. What is he doing? What is my man doing though? It was extremely trash. So since the clippers that I saw there aren't clippers I would advise anybody to use, I didn't use them. Don't get that clipper. So let's get right into this video. Throw this right back up here. This joint is dope, isn't it? This thing is wild. Like, I saw this in Target. Yo, I be chatting. All right, let's get into this video. Okay, I can tell you straight off the bat that this hairline is not cutting it, bro. No pun intended, this hairline is not cutting it, man. I don't know what's happening here. It doesn't look like you cut anything up here. It just looks like this person brushed it. It doesn't look like you cut anything. I don't know what type of clipper you're using. Could be a Walmart clipper. It doesn't really matter. If you have a Walmart clipper, all it means is you just need to spend more time. You get into professional clippers, and that just saves you time, but it doesn't mean that you become a better barber. You need to make sure that this fade is cleaner. It's just not clean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just not clean, bro. You need to make sure it's even. Make sure it's like you spent time. Give yourself some space. I feel like you shouldn't really go into bald fading if you haven't gotten down fading. You know, bald fading is the next step up. You know what I mean? Just spend some time on that. And with this hairline, just touch it. You could have just tapped this right here and then just let that joint drop right here. That's it. All right, next cut. Okay, I had been talking about this for a brick and the camera cut off. It was dead, so let me just do this again. Okay, so shaping up is the basics of shaping up is just reference points. You need to know what you're referencing. It's like colors. There's no such thing as remembering colors. It's impossible to see a color and remember that it's the same exact color somewhere else. Put 2 colors together and see if they're the same. That's the way everybody does it. That's the way artists do it. Painters, digital media experts, people that just don't know colors. So when it comes to shape ups, nobody really does a perfect lineup and it fits every head. Everybody's head is different. So that's why reference points are so important. So when you do a jawline here, people know if it's straight or not because of what it's referencing. It's usually the jawline. So you want to make sure that you're lining it up with the jawline. So look at this jawline, look how straight this is, then line that up with it. When it comes to the front of the head, which you haven't really shown, when it comes to the front of the head, we use eyebrows to reference how straight it looks. And you want to make sure it doesn't look like you really touched this. I feel like this should have been skinnier and this could have been arched a bit more. Not that you need to eat into this, but it's just too choppy. You need to make it smoother. You're a little shy with the blades. You got to be a little more confident. This fade is pretty smooth. You look, first thing I noticed is that this clean part right here, this person's definitely a barber. I'm not gonna grade this. It doesn't look like you cleaned this up. This fade, I see no problems with it. This lineup is clean. This whole thing just looks immaculate. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a 4. This is a 4. This is I see no problems, I promise you. So I have to throw this one like a 9, 9.5. Nothing really too crazy. I don't want to get picky or anything like that, but 10s are just hard to give out. You know, I'm gonna get blown in the comments. This fade is I can tell you're like a kind of a beginner. I like that you held this up here. Not a lot of people know about that. It was a little late in the game when I learned about these clamps. This harsh line right here. I know you want to keep this line, whatever it is. It doesn't look like you shaped him up at all, which is no bueno. I can see your guidelines. This one right here, and this one right here, and this weight line right here. And if I hear somebody else tell me that weight lines can be on purpose, I understand that. But if it doesn't look intentional, then how else am I gonna grade it? I'm not gonna give, that means I'd be passing away mad stuff, yo. Just understand that fading is about taking away weight lines. And if you are purposefully putting it there, make it look purposeful. That's all I gotta say. This one's a 6. Brune Ben 1. Flashes make it weird. Flashes make photos weird. I cannot see what really happened, and it looks like you lined him up down here, and this is not good. I can see this. This lineup is not good at all. This fade is good for what I think you were trying to do. I feel like it would be darker if the brightness was not so harsh on this man's skin. If you don't know about flashes, don't ever flash. At least don't ever flash on the person. It takes away from the fade. You can see here his skin is like a reddish, yellowish. Here it's like you can just see red and it's like washed out. It looks terrible. So I can see that it's dark up here. Hopefully it's like it looks darker in real life. Okay, first thing, I like this transition. I think this transition is nice. I think what could make this cut a little better is kind of get this double out with a shaver or electric shaver. I'd push this line, not push it back, but I'd angle it a bit more this way, because if you don't do that, it's gonna look like the line is going this way, which it kind of does in this photo, which is not very appealing. You want to keep it natural, but you don't want to make it look like he needs another shape up. You know what I mean? Just make sure it looks crisp. It doesn't look like you cleaned up around the ear right here. I'd want to put a little more effort into that one. Be more, maybe I can't really see it. I'm aware that it's a difficult shot, but from what I see, it looks like you didn't really spend time there. I wish you did, if you didn't. But yeah, this one I'm also giving an 8. I like this transition. This transition alone is definitely better than that. But the haircut overall, yeah, that's what I'm giving it. I would have done a little bit different things here, but for what you were going for, I want to say this lineup could be crisper. I don't know if you use a blade or not, but this lineup could be crisper. This fade can be good. I don't really like your faded outside right now. Either would have made this a little more bald and kind of faded it like wider, or made this a little smaller. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. You know, I sometimes like this. You know, I don't always have like a weird thing about it, but I sometimes like this. But just to you know, to grade it how people want, like how he wanted it, or if the way you wanted to do it, I say you did. First of all, you did a great job with this. Why did I forget that? The receding hairline, you really worked that one well. I would have like trimmed up the hair. I know everybody doesn't want to do that, so I can't grade that. So I'm giving this one an 8.5. This is dope. You see how clean that line is? Yet again, I keep saying this in all videos, but I need to beat it into y'all head, because Flash literally just messes it up. It can help you and it can hurt you, but overall, Flash is dishonest. That's the best thing I can say. Flash is dishonest. It doesn't really show the true cut because it's not real life. It washes out things. It makes hairs blow out, and it doesn't really show the true cut. But this is clean. This is clean, man. This is clean. Honestly, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But I feel like if there's hair here, it needs to be lined up. It's either there's no hair or it needs to be lined up. I'm not for this hair growing down here, because in like 5 days it looks like he never got a cut. You know, I need a sharp line, so in the next 5-6 days it looks like he has a cut instead of needs another one. This is not real life. Again, I know people really like filters or whatever, and I think they have their place. I really do. I think Photoshop, Lightroom, and all that stuff. Okay, let me just go on a slight rant right here. Don't let anybody tell you editing photos is fake. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people say that editing photos is fake, because not all editing is fake. Because when you take a picture, the camera itself edits the photo. If you look, it's called a picture style. Your phone has a picture style. Your DSLR has a picture style. Your point and shoot has a picture style. A picture style is editing within the camera. When you bring it to the computer, you want to get it back to real life. So in these cameras, there's something called a flat style, where you take away all the editing of the camera, so it looks even more washed out. You take away color, you take away sharpness, you take away contrast, you take away, and you keep the color tone, and you put it in the computer, and then you readjust the color so it looks like exactly what you see in real life. We're comparing the lens of a camera to the lens of our real eyes. You think a camera can capture what we are literally seeing? I do not think that's a fair comparison. I think God is a lot more creative than any man can be. Back to this photo. This isn't real life, because this looks filtered. You can see that it's a little darker than real life, like harsher shadows. It's like you get a pinkish reddish tone on here on the photo. It just doesn't look like real life. You can kind of see it, but personally, this is my personal opinion, honestly. I wish it was a little more closer to reality. If you look at my photos, you can see what I mean. I try to capture reality. The Barber Stable is my Instagram, if you guys haven't known. Same thing as YouTube. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. But it's a great fade. Great fade. I did go on a rant. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and critique this. I wish this was lined up a bit more. This is a very sharp lineup. Great fade. There's like a little line here. I'm definitely giving this like a 9. It's really great. I like it. This fade, trying to do a ball fade, didn't really clean up the bottom as good as you would have, as I would have wanted. You can still see some stubble. You can still see a line here. Honestly, after you're done with the fade, you want to turn around your clipper and do with the grain going down on your side so that it lays down and looks very, very clean. You don't get these scruffly hairs. If you want to get that really clean fade with the straight hairs that come down and blend down into a ball, you want to make sure you use with the grain. This looks messy. I'm giving this a 6, maybe a 5.5, but it's messy. You want to clean that up. And yet another personal opinion, why is your hand on his head? I used to do that. I'm not even gonna front. I used to do that. It's like, yo, I put this picture up, but I mean, people really want to see the cut. They don't want to see your hand. I don't know why your hand is there. Okay. It's really not much of a fade. You lined it up. It's crisp. It's the cut you wanted. Nothing really to say about this. Fade is crazy. Yet again, another flash. I'm not going to talk about flashes again. I've been doing it all day. But you know how I feel about flashes. The fade looks good. Looks like a line would have been here if there wasn't what? There wasn't a what? You said it, a flash. Okay, wish you cleaned up this corner right here. This line is fine though. This line is crisp and great. Fade is crazy. Alright, fade is good. This is a good fade. I'm giving this one 8.5. I really like it. Okay, this is good. This is good. I see a little red mark here from the line, but this is good. I just wish you blended it just a little more. Like, you don't see the lines, right? This is good because you don't see the lines of much. You see one here, but the blend, right? The quality of your blend is, see, the y-axis is just not as gradual. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to keep it low. I like the lowness. I like it, but it's just, the flash is really messing me up. I wish I saw it better as well, but you get what I'm saying. I love this. Clean. This is very clean. Lineup is this part can do a little better. Comb it out, cut it again. Clean this up, man. You gotta either clean this up, comb it out, fake it for the picture or something. Make sure I can't tell. But this is I can see it. You put on the flash, so I can see it. Yeah. So next one. Wow. This is clean. This is clean. Really love the fade. Fade is good. This lineup. This right here, I mean, this is good. It's crisp, real crisp. I wish this was a little more crisper, but this is crisp. I can see a little jag in here like you messed up or something. Like, just hit that with the corner of the blade. This is small, then it gets large. You can still see hair within the line, so I wish that wasn't there. You know, the style is superb. Greatness. It's really good. Giving this one an 8.5 too, just because this line is really bugging me. It's not sleek, it's not clean, it's not sharp, but it's, you know, it's alright. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Throw a thumbs up if you really, really love the video. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for all the love yet again. Kev the Barber is out of here.